Hello everyone, I am Tacit and Merry Christmas Eve! So today, main priority that we're going to be doing is, we have a double buff right now. We have a higher chance of finding cursed gnomes while it also being a vault event all Christmas weekends. So we have quite a bit of loot that we can be getting with the double buff. And that's going to be the main thing that we're going to be farming today. Given that it is Christmas Eve, this will be a little bit of a shorter stream. However, the one tomorrow night and our final one on Sunday night will be a little bit longer. But this will probably just be closer to just an hour. And for the most part, we're just going to be farming a bunch of vault events, see if we can get lucky. I might even hand out, I want to say a code every time we find a cursed gnome. However, I have a feeling we might find so many cursed gnomes that we might not be able to do that. We'll see. Well, I definitely hand out a few, with a good majority of them the other two nights, but I'll definitely hand out at least a few tonight for the holiday. But anyways, yes, happy Vaultmas! Anyways, of course, if you haven't already, make sure to grab yourself the holiday tree that is only available for today. It is actually really, really good. It has a triple damage and tangle on it, which is pretty good, while also having impervious, which is the only type of its kind that has a triple damage of a typing. Or, you know, a triple damage to a status effect while also having impervious, so pretty good in that regard. Also, apparently, I haven't claimed the deeds. I need to go grab that, because we'll grab this in the dungeon thing, but definitely 100% make sure to go pick up that legend, because I have no clue when the next time you'll be able to get it is. Probably not too far from now, but definitely make sure to pick it up today if you haven't already. Really solid troop, especially if you don't already have a similar option available. But anyways, hello everyone, happy Christmas Eve. Hello, Isabel, or Happy Christmas, depending on your time zone. Or Merry Christmas, I should say. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Tarian. Hello, Genki. Hello, Bill. Hello, Ajan. Hello, Peter. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Genki. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, hello, Inflame. Hello, Crisp. Hello, Gadget. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Maybe only a code for cursed gnomes that are not Epic Volky or Volky. Gosh, has it been happening that much today? I have heard people mention that it's still a thing, even though they said it wouldn't be a thing anymore. They even made a whole nice shiny forum post where the whole post was like, yeah, they're out of the drop table now. And then it's like, well, they're still in the drop table now. Like, there's literally a whole post on the forum of them officially saying, like, they're not in drop table anymore. And then it's like, whoops, it's still completely in drop table. Actually, I can go show it right here. Let's see. It's right over here. I'm pretty sure it's like one of the top ones because everyone's saying like, hey, they're still in drop table. Which will keep boosting it up. Forum. Broken forum page? What on earth? Forum? What? Never mind. I have no clue why. But that page is very broken right now. So many people are telling them that it wasn't working, that it crashed their, the forum. Going with that. I'm pretty sure it's not actually down. I'm not sure why it's not working. But it is very much not working. But yeah, so many people told them that it's not working that, their website crashed. That Volkies are still in the drop table. That's kind of funny. That's not what actually happened, but that's definitely what happened. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a complete dumpster fire, that post. Which I wanted to show it, but apparently that website does not want to load for me right now. Hello, Logic Slayer. Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's going to be a fun holiday. I'm basically celebrating it twice this year as well. Once this weekend, and then again in a couple days from now. Well, not really a couple days, but when I go on my trip. Oh yeah, today's not the free one, right? No, Christmas Day is the free one. I think it's Christmas Day and New Year's. Which one was it again? This one? Yeah, the free ones are on Christmas and New Year's Day. Are the two free things. It's probably just like some gems with some stuff, though. Who knows? It might be something special. Though the most special thing is definitely the copy of the troop if you didn't already pick it up. 100% make sure to do so. Anyways, now that we cleared all that out of the way, let's just go do a bunch of grinding. So we'll go and just sit in Center Mirage, I guess, and just get some nice, good old quick kill off of Dust Devil. Yeah, we should be good to go. See what we can get. See if we can get a billion cursed gnomes. I'm probably not going to throw any Paloozas. Probably this entire weekend we won't be. Mostly due to the decreased rate that they'll have when you get them. Because they only give about 2 shards if we were to do it on this kind of strategy. Which is not a lot compared to 10 to 15. So we will mostly be sticking to manual grinding. But if nothing else, at least we'll find a lot of verses that way as well. And I think we're on like a surplus of like 20, 30 verses right now. Or, you know, full Nomapaloozas. So we're going to have a lot of them to use in the near future. Speaking of which, we're even getting another one that is not one I need. But yeah, if anyone has any questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Are we going to sing Happy Birthday? Let's see. Will you sing for... yeah, we could end up doing it tomorrow. I don't see why not. We might as well for Christmas. New troop with empowered skull spammers is devastating with... yeah, I haven't tried it with Withering Staff or Rope Dart yet. Even though those are some of the more obvious things to use it with. Like the one that we did in the video, Rope Dart was already being used. I still have not bothered testing it with it. I meant to cover a video today, I just haven't had the time. Obviously we covered the other video, but I didn't have a time to cover the team's video on the thing. And I highly doubt I will have time tomorrow. Though at the very later part of tomorrow I might. If nothing else, I'll hopefully cover it on Sunday. And start getting everything pre-recorded, because I still don't have anything pre-recorded yet. For the holidays, or for while I'm gone, I should say. It's not too big a deal if we don't, but I always like having something to go up when we're gone. We have another vault on January 14th? Really? That's a lot of vaults. That'd be 3 vaults within a month. Because we had one the other week, we have one this weekend right now, that we're doing right now, as we speak. And, yeah, if we have another one on the 14th, that is very close together. I'm pretty sure that's all within a month time span. Yeah, it's Writhing Staff. I always call it Withering Staff. But it's actually Writhing Staff. Normally I confuse it with Withering Touch. But it's actually called Writhing Staff. The other weapon's Withering Touch. They both have a somewhat similar icon. They're both like a hand kind of thing. What's even more annoying is Withering Touch came in first. And now I just call like both of them Withering. Because Withering was the first one of the two. Because even though it's a staff, most of it looks like a hand. It's like a staff in the shape of a hand, almost similar to how Withering touches. Even though it's Writhing Staff. I messed that up a lot. Especially since both aren't like super commonly used. Or well, with Writhing Staff kind of is. Withering Touch not so much though. Especially with better true damage that exists out there these days. At one point it was somewhat decent. These days it's not really used at all. Guess we're not getting too lucky on gnomes right now. Oh, we haven't farmed too much yet. Because I think we found 2 so far. Normally during a vault event it's about 1 every 15 battles or so. So I guess that's about where we are. You keep trying to call Elementalist the Environmentalist, that's funny. You finished leveling your forge? Nice, you got that done today? That's a lot of grind then. You grinded for quite a bit. Because weren't you at level 16 earlier? Because that means you found like 150 to 200 today. Somewhere's around there. I have so far found 0. We actually found more last night than I have so far today. Though I didn't farm that much earlier today. Though when I did, I found 0 cursed gnomes. Supposedly they exist, though I found verse 2, so that's a pretty good pickup. So how many verses am I on right now? I should probably go check. I just want to make sure if this is a clump or not, because they like to clump together sometimes. It is not. We'll do one more battle just to make sure. I want to see how many Nomapaloozas we have, because I haven't really been using them the last 2 Vault events, mostly because of the Cursed Gnomes. So we have a lot of excess. I think we're sitting on almost 30 or something. Oh wow, 41. Well, technically 31 excess. So I was almost correct when I said 30. Because I always like to keep 10 spare. That's a lot of Paloozas. Though there's some people like hundreds. I wouldn't even be surprised if someone has like 1,000 as one of these digits. But I still like my 41 spares. That's a lot of Paloozas. Well, if nothing else, next Vault event. Hey, there he is. Okay, we'll go hand out a code. Not sure if we'll be doing it for literally every single one, but we'll hand it out for the first one. For sure. Oh no, he dropped the Vault key. No! I'm still handing out a code though, but no! Well, we found one, but we also didn't find one. Does it count as finding a Cursed Gnome if you really just found a Vault key from it? Isn't it just a normal gnome at that point? Supposedly that was supposed to be fixed. Though I think they might have done the inverse and give a 100% chance of finding a Vault key. Not actually. Not actually, but that is extremely painful still. Especially with a post that said it's removed and it's not removed. 1 second, I don't have my codes open. That is extremely painful. 1 moment. Though the code will make up for it. Put that there, put that there, put that there, click refresh, put it over there. And there we go. I'll hand out the next code on the next Cursed Gnome that actually gives us a Curse Rune. And not a Vault Key or an Epic Vault Key. But there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. And, well, you guys know how to use it by now. But there you go. And we'll have quite a few this weekend as well for the holidays. Those will be a slightly shorter stream, so we won't have as many this stream. We'll probably end at like 2 to 3. Next one we'll do when we find a Cursed Gnome that actually has Cursed Runes. Which supposedly exists somewheres. Hopefully. If nothing else, at least a Vault Key's not a bad drop. There is an argument to be made once we have like 1 billion Cursed Runes that eventually a Vault Key will actually be a better drop than having Cursed Runes from him. Though by then they would definitely have the fix in place where he will no longer ever drop Vault Keys. Because once you have every exclusive drop and you have like a decent excess of like several hundred of them, they're going to fall off in value quite a bit. They're going to kind of be like war coins or like literally every other currency in this game where if you get way too large of a surplus of them, they become useless. There becomes a point where you have so much of it that you can't possibly realistically use it all. Especially because one thing that will eventually bottleneck people down the line, not anytime soon, but maybe like a year from now or so, or maybe earlier game players might already be bottlenecked by it, but a lot of players will start getting bottlenecked potentially by it, is Celestial Runes. Because pretty much every single thing... Oh, nice, 1,000 glory. But pretty much every single thing that the Cursed Runes are used for eats Celestials. And there will become a point where people will run out of Celestials, but not Cursed Runes. That's probably not happening anytime soon for most people. I think we have almost like 2,000 to 3,000 Celestials. But it is definitely something that would eventually happen. Especially people who have under 1,000. Because you'll have enough for all the initial stuff the first several months, but it eventually will start to dwindle down. Because there's not any direct way to farm Celestials, technically. Your best way of doing so is just do an Explore. Like the same way you farm tokens is pretty much the same way you farm trait stones, particularly high-level trait stones like Celestials. Like you'd either do like a mid-level quick kill, like doing Venetia at Explore 5 or 6, doing like a Rowan at 2, 3, or 4. Or do an Explore 12. Those are generally the best ways to go about getting Celestials. Theoretically, you can get it from Dust Devil spam as well, if you wanted to. Though the other ones, I believe, are slightly more efficient, because you do have a higher chance the higher rarity you do in Explore. So generally a Phoenicia would be your best overall rate. That or Explore 12 if you wanted the other tokens. You're keeping a data on your vault keys, gauging their gem value. Last I checked, it is about an 80 gem value per vault key. However, it's been a while since I've tested. But last I recall, it's about 80 gems per vault key of value. Though it depends what you value a new troop as, or, you know, something that you don't have. Because those eventually become 0 value. But I believe even in those calculations, it still came out to 80 per. Because you have to consider the other loot that you get from it, too. It's not just all the Cedric drop. Because if you base it just off the Cedric drop, 50 gem average sounds about correct. But if you take into account the side drops, I believe it brings the average up quite substantially. Because they can still drop vault keys. They could still drop 4 gem keys, which I believe actually gets boosted to 5. They still drop the single gem keys. They still drop the 20 gems and stuff like that. Like it's boosted up to 22. Or sorry, 24. But yeah, last I recall, it's about an 80 average per vault key. I haven't done data on it for ages. It's definitely lower than the value they give it in the game. Because to buy a vault key off the VIP offer is 120, and there's no way it's 120. It falls somewhere in like 60 to 100. It's just hard to really get an average because you would need to open thousands to have like really good data on it. Though we do have thousands. How many do we have right now? I haven't been keeping track of total amount of vault keys we found for a while now, but as far as current total, we have over 2,000 between vault keys and epics. It takes forever to use that many, though. Hello, Pamela! Hope the holiday's been going well. Oh, you said without counting the troops or orbs? Oh, my bad. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense then. I didn't see that part of your comment. My bad. But yeah, I do count orbs. I count small purple as 135. Big purple as 675, I believe it was. No, small purple is 135. Yeah, 135 for small purple, 675 for large purple, because I do it based on gem key value, in that each one is worth 9 gem keys, or worth 1 gem key, which is 9 gems, I mean. Small blue is a little bit hard to value, though I think it's around 300 to 500 gems each. Major blue is also kind of hard to value, but I believe it's around 1,000 or so. And power is exceedingly hard to value. But, because the only thing you really convert it into is Zugoff for the most part these days. Though if you consider the cost of getting it off a leaderboard, a power is worth approximately 5 to 8,000 gems. If you count the cost of how much you would need to do to get first place on a leaderboard. While subtracting the other value that you would get from it. So probably closer to 5,000 gems. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your question, Flame. Do you think that Nomopalooza is more efficient? Right now, yes, because the extra buff that they did to Cursed Gnomes. Oh, do you mean using a Nomopalooza and then just holding it? It's an interesting strategy. Basically just grinding Nomopalooza over and over again until you find a Cursed Gnome, then waiting. That'd probably be really bad to do on stream. Just because we'd be sitting here doing nothing for possibly like 5 to 10 minutes. However, that is a strategy you could do. Do a Nomopalooza, keep farming until you find a Cursed Gnome, then wait the entire timer until the timer has expired, and then you get the full loot for the Cursed Gnome. Basically converting one Nomopalooza into a guaranteed Cursed Gnome every 15 minutes. Meaning you'd basically be almost near guaranteed to get a Cursed Gnome 4 times per hour. The only problem with that is it would consume 4 Nomopaloozas to do so. But it's definitely a strategy. It's a strategy we probably wouldn't bother doing on stream though. Because we find it at like the 5-minute mark, we're doing nothing for like 10 minutes. Yeah, purple orbs basically have direct gem value. They're one of the most direct ones. Like, with things like blues and powers, it's more subjective. But something like purple has a direct gem value correlation. Because you can compare them to that of gem keys. I compare them to equal to gem keys, though theoretically they're slightly better than gem keys. Assuming you have already gotten all of the troops from the drop table. So that's just pure key. Because I have a 0.1, or sorry, 0.01 percent higher chance to get a mythic than a gem key does. But I still consider them the same value as a gem key. Otherwise it makes it way too complicated to figure out what Arnifix's value is. Oh no, the bots are back. They're back. If nothing else, at least the bots give us slightly more engagement. When they spam us like 5 times during the course of a stream. With one single line of text. We'd have to have a tacit TED Talk during that time. Yeah, we could try at least once to do the Cursed Gnome method with a Palooza. Because I haven't bothered trying to do it that way. We could give it a shot though. I would have to go bring up a timer though. Yeah, I'll go give it a shot. I should probably also be using controller and keyboard. I'm looking for my timer. I'm now looking for a controller. I am now looking to sync the controller. Where to go? Bluetooth settings. I am now syncing the controller. If it'll let me. Loading, 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 loading. Loading, 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 loading. Which one is it? It's this one. It's like, oh no, there's 2 of them. A right and a left one. No, it's this one though. Okay. Does it work? Yes, it's working. Alright, let me just restart the game real quick. Let's see, move that there, get you out of here. Reopen Gems of War, wherever it just went. Come back, Gems of War. I need you. Okay. Put this in the little sleeve. And we should be good to go. Yeah, let's go test this. Okay, let me just double check what button it is for the timer. Found it. Okay. Yeah, I'll go try this real quick. See what happens. We have enough of them, might as well. We have like 41. I think we could spare one. If I could figure out where on earth Nomapalooza is. Actually, we have 42. Yep, and it was go to like Cinema Rush. And just camp here until we find one in the last few minutes. Alright, ideally that will be what happens. That is the game plan. What is our gonna TED Talk going to be about? We should pull it. We're not going to have to idle for that long. It'll probably be like a few minutes long. But yeah, we're obviously going to try to get it as close to the end as possible. The Cursed Gnome. Also, based on my timer, there is exactly a 10-second delay on my stream right now. Like, literally exact. Like, as exact to the T as it could possibly pretty much be. That's interesting. Do I have a setting on that's making it delayed? Because this is like a near exact 10-second delay. At least from the live feed that I'm seeing. Because I'm like looking at my timer and comparing it to the stream, and it's like, well, that's not the same number. But I really hate that you can't ace spam out of that screen. If you're on console, it works. But for whatever reason, on PC version, it doesn't. Also, I'm not getting a level this stream. The only problem with Paloozas is you actually gain slightly less EXP while doing it. Mostly because they have to go in with their animation 4 times over every single battle. Which eats up a small amount of time. I found a curse gnome. It's way too early to find one though. Let's see, does he at least drop us 2 curse shards? He did. Of course, you'd be the one who doesn't drop the volcano. You're the one who we wanted to drop the volcano, not the other way around. Also, if we find a double curse gnome, I'm immediately stopping. Regardless of how much timer we have left. If we see like a triple or a quad curse gnome, we are like, even if we find it on the very first battle, we are stopping the entire Palooza just to get it. I have never seen more than 1 curse gnome on a opposing team though. But who knows, there's a 50% increase, so... oh gosh, why did you have to replace the mythic? It's like the one thing I can't kill. There's a soul gnome that replaces a mythic. Come on, get out of the screen. Hello, Barbara! Merry Christmas Eve! Ooh, a verse 2. That's nice. That's really good. That literally just replaced the thing we just used. The Palooza. This is a really good drop there. Wait, did I not actually get the scroll from that battle? Like, looking back at the stream. Almost didn't look like we didn't get it. It was hiding from me. Pretty sure we did. That'd be kind of weird if we didn't, because they're still supposed to drop their verses in Palooza. Oh, maybe it dropped a Volky instead? I'm pretty sure they only drop verses. They actually work correctly, unlike the curse gnomes that are supposed to only drop curse shards, but don't. But I think we find a curse gnome battle of 2 or more, we save it regardless of time. And if we find one in the last 5 minutes, we just stop. Even if it's only 1. Yeah, Volky from one of them. Oh yeah, the rate is reduced due to Gnome-Palooza. Depends what difficulty you're doing it on. It'll give closer to like a 3, 4, or 5 if we did it with like a Phoenicia team. Or Phoenicia team's slower. Main thing we're trying to see is the is waiting out the timer for the full loot. I know that it works, I've just never bothered using on a curse gnome specifically. What's gotta be painful is when he ultimately just gives us a vault key anyways. So far we've found 3 curse gnomes this way. Still no double curse gnome though. Seeing a lot of double glories, which is good. You have 2 in a battle? Nice. Yeah, I still never found a multi yet. I sure hope we do within this set. Because we're stopping the second we do. In order to claim their loot. Because there's almost no way both of them would give us Vault Key. Yeah, we're almost at the halfway mark as far as Palooza timer. I think we hold in the next cursed gnome we find once we hit 5-minute mark. Just in case we don't find any in 5 minutes. Ideally, we'd also want to do it in a battle that has glory gnomes in it. Due to the overall value of glory gnomes being the next best one. Like, ideally, we want to see, like, a double Cursed Gnome, double Glory. Or just 4 Cursed Gnomes. I know, the spammers are back. It's amazing that it's always just one single line. And it's always a completely different account. And it's always like at an interval. Like none of the bots get confused with the other bots. It's a very weird system. I thought that was an epic Vault Key for a second. It would just say useless mythic ingot. Unfortunately. Alright, next first cursed gnome we find, we probably just hold. Well, maybe a little bit deeper if we can. And 4 glory gnome. Why couldn't that be 4 cursed gnomes? It'd be so amazing. I mean, did I say glory? I meant soul gnome. Though 4 glory gnome, if you found it deep enough, actually would be worth just holding. If you had like a minute or 2 left. Because it's pretty much a guarantee around like 2,000-ish glory or so, with average luck. If you just waited an extra minute or 2. I found a cursed gnome. I want to ignore he exists and wait for the next one we find. The next cursed gnome we find, we keep. Oh, so I didn't get a cursed shard from him. That sure didn't look like a cursed shard drop. Unless it was off screen. Yeah, actually have to dispel the gnomes first. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Next cursed gnome we find, we hold. Oh no, we're using Sister so we can get a quicker kill. Because it's quicker than using Greed or something else. Because she's an Empower that doesn't have anything that really slows down the time that much. She does have Bless, but it slows down the time way less than something like Greed. Oh, you finally got your Angry Anvil pet? Nice. Yeah, that was the first thing I crafted when I finally had Max Forge. Mostly because it's one of the easier ones to go for. Asylum Nightmare, welcome. Getting it max not isn't easier. It's actually one of the hardest things to do of the newer stuff. But getting a single copy is kind of easy. Harder part is getting the other 30 copies. Which is very, very, very annoying. I'm pretty sure most people ended up going for it for first craft though, just to have something new from the Forge. It's nice to have a little something just to put on your character. Wish you would have gotten a new armor from it though. Just for cosmetic purposes. That would have been cool using a bunch of these curse things for a new armor. Even if the bonus was bad. Or maybe new best in slot free to play, like 75% all of them, since they reduced the price of Death Knight anyways. It could have been a triple 75% armor. Which would have been a cool addition. Still weaker than Death Knight, but and still not as optimal as Dragon or Celestial in some instances, but you know, like a different alternative. Even if it's just a cosmetic one would have been nice. Why not just cast Death Devil straight away? It's not enough damage. In some battles it is. In some battles it's not. Which is why we have her there. If they have under 20 durability, he will kill instantly. If he had enough Iron Hawks. There's a lot of battles where you can't do that because it's not enough damage. Mostly because Soul Gnomes exist. Apparently we should have kept our curse a little bit earlier. We're almost at the end of timer. Okay, let's just hold. I'm fine. One curse gnome. Alright, now we wait a minute and a half. Border break. Also, I'll let the timer play out a few extra seconds just because I have no clue how close I actually timed it. Yeah, I'm having trouble getting verse 2s. Everyone has a different one that they have the least of, though. But verse 2 also happens to be my least one. I just gotta wait a minute. And then he... Oh, could you imagine doing this? And then he's like, nope, I'm not gonna give you a... I'm just gonna give you a Vault Key instead. It would hurt. Also, we'll hand out a code if he gives us shards. We're handing out a code on the first full shard drop that we get. So like 10 or higher. Actually, that'll be the second code to stream. The shortest TED Talk ever coming up. It's more like a water break, if anything. So thirsty right now. Oh, what was your question? I'll go answer and then we'll go kill this thing. You farm up 3 Nomapaloozas and use them, and then you farm up the next 3 Nomapaloozas. So you repeat the cycling. You get tons of curse runes. Well, the reason I'm doing it one at a time is so we can get them for the full drop. Oh, did I say shards? I meant curse runes. So for difficulty 1, 3 times Iron Hawk, Dust Devil. That does work. The reason why you generally don't do it, you can do that if you're doing like verse farming and stuff. However, you generally don't do it for Paloozas, because there's quite a few things that will not die to 20 damage. For example, notice the Soul Gnome has 21 durability. If you use triple Iron Hawk with a Dust Devil, he would survive with 1 HP, which would be extremely unfavorable. However, if you have 25 damage, he dies. Anyways, timer can end now. There we go. There we go, 14. We did it. He actually gave us a normal drop. Oh, there we go. Which we knew would happen from that, but I mean, finally they gave us not a Vault Key. So do I have enough for a weapon yet? No, how much am I short? Oh, I'm short by a lot, never mind. Oh yeah, because I only need one more. Duh, I forgot we crafted the other one already. But anyways, let's go hand out a code. And you know what? We'll go do that again. And we'll hand out the next code when we have that weapon. So I think we'll keep going till we get that weapon. Anyways, here you guys go. Here is another redeem code. And we'll hand out a third when we find that weapon. And get the last 2 shards we need for it. Let's see. But let's go do the Nomapalooza method again. Let me just restart real quick just to make sure it doesn't do any extra lagging. Because it loves doing that sometimes. Alright, there you guys go. Enjoy. Alright, let me go restart the game real quick. Claim the redeem code. And then we'll go do that again. And hopefully find a double curse gnome. Because if we actually find a double curse gnome and neither of them give us vault key, that should be enough to actually get the weapon. Oh yeah, we're handing out the big code tomorrow. Or sorry, not tomorrow, on a Sunday. We have literally one last big code. The one with gems in it. And we're handing it out on Sunday, specifically. What on earth just happened there? That was weird. Like, glitched out. Anyways, oh, is everyone doing a bunch of, gold donated to the guild? Oh no, it's just Addict throwing. Gosh, how much gold did Addict throw? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, possibly 20? Because it shows 2 right here. He might have done 20. And that 21 one's the redeem code. Though that's not all from the redeem code. Obviously, it's the same roar as always. Treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Most of that is just from the guild. That's a lot of loot. Anyways, too bad this is not what the redeem code is. Could you imagine? Oh yeah, I was like, what's the other mail? Duh, it's the vault keys I haven't claimed yet. Because I like keeping them to see how many pities we found. Anyways, yeah, we might as well donate some gold to the guild for the holidays. Make it a 5 million donate week. That's not the requirement, but... let's see. Oh yeah, claim my seals for once. I never do. Luckily, my guild easily hits 40,000 even if we do 0. Let's see. Oh, a lot of only 2 millions this week. Actually, is Addict the only one who went all in? Let's see. We have a few people that went a little bit higher. Maybe if I do it, everyone else will join in at some point. But yeah, we'll go for it. We'll go for it. 3 million. Or maybe everyone's waiting for Christmas Day. But I'll throw in 3 million. Let's see. What did we get? Claim all. And from our 3 million, everyone in the guild gets 58 glory keys, 17 gem keys, 1 event key, some glory itself, and a useless straight stone. Can you even get celestials from legendary tasks? I don't even remember anymore. I don't think you can. Which is kind of weird. Because now they actually matter some. Can you? I actually don't remember at all. Because they've never really been relevant. Oh, we're kind of like dead center in the middle of 24th. But hey, we're still at the top. Still at the top. Main goal is to stay in top 25 if we can. There's no way we're ever going to get first, and that's definitely not within the plans. I came here to check something and completely forget what it was. No, there's no celestial icon there. So I'm pretty sure you can't get celestials. Anyways, let's go do a Palooza and do the same strategy again. With the timer. Where's the Palooza's at? Also, I'm right back at where I was because I got a verse 2 during the Palooza, which was kind of convenient. Extremely convenient. Yeah, let's go do this again. Round 2. Hopefully we find a double curse gnome. Because if we do, we have pretty much near guaranteed. Well, not guaranteed, but we have a really high chance we get the weapon. And we'll hand out the code when we find the next weapon. Oh, if it says it doesn't exist, make sure there's no extra space before or after. For whatever reason, copying stuff from YouTube chat tends to do that sometimes. Unless you mistyped. But if you're using the copy function, it sometimes adds an extra space before or after. Not sure why, but it does. And if it does, it won't consider the code valid. Oh, we're definitely gaining a level this stream. Hey, Epic Valky. Actually, I think that's the first one in the stream. Because all the other ones that looked like that were just useless mythic ingots. I really wish they would change the border on mythic ingots or just remove it as a drop from him or something. Because it is so annoying seeing a mythic border drop and it's like, oh, that's probably an epic Vulcan. And it's like, nope, it's like one mythic ingot. I wouldn't mind as much if mythic ingots were actually useful for something. One of the things that makes the least amount of sense is the fact that mythic ingots are not required to craft Forge Scrolls. Forge Scrolls are basically the tier above mythic ingots, and it could have been a sink for all ingots. But instead of making Forge Scrolls require any amount of mythic ingots, they require writs instead. Which is an extremely bad design choice. That makes zero sense whatsoever. Because Forge Scrolls basically are just better mythic ingots. Or maybe not better per se, but you know, they're technically the upgrade above mythic ingots that are used only for the high rarity Doom weapons. Like, even if they want it to still cost writs, they could always reduce the writ cost and then just add like a slight mythic ingot cost. Like, reduce it from 100 writs to 50 writs, but make it so it requires like 5 mythic ingots per craft, on top of the 5 cursed runes. Ideally, they would just completely remove the writ cost and make it like 10 mythic ingots or 20 mythic ingots per Forge Scroll. Ideally 10, because that's how much you need it for the other categories. Because to make a rare ingot, you need 10 commons. To make a ultra rare, you need 10 rare, so on and so forth. To make a mythic, you need 10 legends. So it makes sense if to make a Forge Scroll, you would need 10 mythics. That's not what they did, though. Maybe if Tacit promises a Mario Party after Christmas. I'm not sure if I'll be able to before the end of this year. I saw your message. Unless I did it while I was on vacation seeing family. Which would be off stream, of course. But, like in that kind of situation would maybe work. Though I might be on my phone's Wi-Fi. So I'm not sure how stable the connection would be. Oh, after I come back? Oh yeah, we could definitely do it again once we come back. We're definitely going to be doing Mario Party more. I really hope the game gets DLC as well. So far, I don't think any Mario Party ever has, though it definitely seems like one that would. But no, I love playing Mario Party. Also, we're probably going to have all the originals soon, which isn't something that I can play with other people, but unless they add it to like that membership thingy that Nintendo has. So I don't think any of the old Mario Parties are on it. I still don't have that monthly thing. However, I'm considering getting it if they add Mario Party 3. But when I'm in New Jersey, I'm going to be seeing what I can get shipped down. And go from there. Because if we can find all my stuff in storage and get it shipped down, we will have a billion different N64, GameCube, and Wii games. Particularly N64 and GameCube. And as long as all the hardware still works, which I'm pretty sure almost guarantee the GameCube stuff will, because I have a near mint condition GameCube that we'll be able to use. That's been used for like less than 10 hours total, probably. Like probably one of the better condition GameCubes that's not a sealed one. Because unfortunately it's not sealed. But for a non-sealed GameCube, it's like one of the best condition ones you're ever going to find. At least in theory. I'm not sure if it's been like laying around. It's been in storage for a while. We'll find out. Also, it'll be funny playing the very first Animal Crossing on a GameCube. That ancient thing. The first Animal Crossing was actually insanely good. It even had NES games on it, which was pretty funny. Like the actual full versions of them. I think it had like 24 different games or something. Yeah, they might need a battery replacement. I'm not sure. Would have to look that up if they don't work. The first thing I want to do is get it hooked up to my old TV. We can't stream off the old TV. However, I just want to do it for nostalgia's sake because it's actually the exact same GameCube or the exact same TV I played my GameCube games on. Like 15 years ago. Actually more than 15 years ago. Like almost 20 years ago. Because I still have literally the exact same TV. That still works as well. I never use it, but it works. He dropped 50 million? Oh gosh. Do I even want to go check? That's gonna be overflowing with loot. I'll check once we finish this cycle. Oh, so we found so many Spear Curse Gnomes, we might almost have enough just from the final drop if it's like the 15. But yeah, next year we're going to be playing a lot of retro games, assuming we can get everything working. Like, we might do a different one every single week. For, like, the entire year. Assuming I can get it all working. Which I sure hope we can. I don't know. Is Wii considered retro gaming these days? It is still kind of old. When did Wii come out? 2007? 2006? I'm trying to think. What were my favorite Wii games? That one Tanks game in Wii Play. That was actually really good. Obviously, Wii Sports is a classic. Trying to think. Actual games. The story mode in Smash for that one was actually good. Mario Kart Wii was insanely good. Trying to think. Oh yeah, Fortune Street. How they have not released Fortune Street on the Switch is beyond me. That might have been actually one of my favorite games on the Wii. The Mario parties were decent. Oh, except for 9. Not counting Mario Party 9. But ignoring Mario Party 9's existence, the Mario parties were pretty good on that. I'm trying to think what else Wii game-wise. Wait, we got 2 mythics from your things? Oh gosh, I need to go check that after. Alright, next Curse Gnome we find, we need a camp. Until timer goes down. Good night, Poing. Yeah, the stream will be ending pretty soon as well. As soon as we have all the resources we need for that weapon, we're pretty much ending it, as well as giving a code. If we get lucky enough, we'll actually have it after this Palooza. I'm not sure we're going to get lucky enough, though. Because I believe even if I get a 15 drop, we're going to be like 10 short. Come on, Curse Gnomes, where are you? I hope we don't get 0 Curse Gnomes, that'd be bad. So we're getting down on the timer now. Hey, Valky. Not what we're looking for, though. Still good loot. Come on, Curse Gnomes. Even if you're in like a horrible composition, just give us 1. I need it before timer reaches 0. Or I should say by timer reaches 15 minutes. Okay, we found one. Okay, we'll camp this guy. There's a glory gnome in there as well. Plus that normal gnome might give us like a 4 gem key. Or 20 gems. Yeah, there we go. Well, I don't use your controller again. I have been this entire stream. Or maybe not the entire stream, but since we've been doing Palooza, we have been. It's just not on camera. But no, we switched to it as soon as we started doing Paloozas. But if this guy drops 15, we might have enough. I feel like we're still going to be like 8 short or something, even with a 15 here. As long as it's not a Volkey. Also, we've been order breaking too hard. I'm almost out of water. Which is unfortunate. Yeah, then we need to go check our things to see how much Isabel just donated to the guild, gosh. I have like 1 billion resources now. She said 2 mythics as well. I wonder what 2 mythics they are. Find out in a moment. I'm gonna wait till it goes to about 1510. Even though at 1501 it's probably good to go. Just in case. Pretty sure my timer wasn't that far off, but you never know. Can you find that gnome without Palooza? Yes. The main reason why we're doing it like this is just to guarantee pull him out. But no, you can find him in normal farming as well. The only reason we're currently waiting and doing it this way is so we get the full amount of loot. While still getting some of the Palooza value. But no, he's also in normal Explorer. We were farming them there earlier. But then we just kind of started messing with this method a little bit. Also because I haven't really bothered trying it. I've known about it, I've just never really bothered doing it. But anyways, there we go. Or at least not for the Curse Gnomes themselves. Okay, we got 13. I don't think that's enough, but we'll find out. Let's take Tribute, see how much short we are, if any at all. Oh, we are short. By how much? No! Okay, that's painful. We are 1 Cursed Rune short. Well then, I guess we'll do 1 more Palooza. At which case we'll hand out a code after, because there's a 100% chance during a Palooza we will have enough shards. How are we exactly 1 short? That is exceedingly painful. So if that one didn't drop a Volkey earlier, we would have enough. But we are exactly 1 Cursed Rune short. So I'll have to farm for another 15 minutes just to go get it. But luckily I have enough time right now, then we might as well. Then we'll probably start wrapping up to start heading to bed. But anyways, that hurts. But let's go hand out, or actually we'll hand out the code after the next thing. But let's go see what Isabel gave us. So she said she did 50 of them. Wait, did she? Did she? Oh, yeah, she did. They condensed. Whoa! Guildmates have completed 101 legend. Whoa! Good thing they condense now. I see a Draculus. And an Umanif, nice. Both pretty bad tier, but that also means some people in the guild might not have it, so now they do. That's a lot of loot. Gosh, how many keys and everything is that? That's a lot of keys. Okay, let's click claim all. Because I believe this is all legendary task, right? Let me remove the level up bonus. And now click claim all. This is everything my guild has donated in the last 15 minutes. Apparently we've had a gold dump. Wow. That is a lot of things. And 2 mythics in there as well. Somewhere's in there. Almost there. There we go. But yeah, Draculus and Umanif. And that's from about 110 drops, I believe. This is 110 legendary tasks you're looking at here. Last I recall, it's like a 1 to 2% chance you get a mythic. I think it might have actually been a 1% or so. Give or take a little bit. So we actually got lucky if we got 2 within 100. Or technically 110. But yeah, last I recall, it's about a 1% chance per mythic or legendary task that you do to get a mythic. But everyone in your guild gets that mythic. So now everyone in my guild has a Draculus and an Umanif. But yeah, that's a lot of loot. 864 glory keys, 295 gem keys, which is like almost like a fourth of a mythic pretty much. 125 event keys, bunch of glory, bunch of junk, some legends, and Umanif and Draculus. There we go. I'll screenshot it. I just want to unscreenshot the other one. We normally don't get to see such big numbers for tasks. There we go. Big old numbers. Anyways, there we go. So, I guess we'll do one more Palooza, then we'll hand out a code and probably call it a wrap from there. And then go craft the final curse weapon, meaning we will now officially have every single thing from version 6.1 from the other week, or 2 weeks ago. Isn't that technically 2 weeks ago from this point? Almost. It's almost 2 weeks. Next week's Tuesday would be 2-week mark. But anyways, I guess we'll go restart the game, do it one last time, and yeah, we're guaranteed to have enough. We literally find like 1 drop, even if it's only a 2 drop, and it's enough to push us over. So we pretty much have a guaranteed chance of having enough after this. So we'll go and run one more Palooza, hand out a code, and then probably call it a wrap for tonight. And then wait for Santa tomorrow morning. Anyways. Let's see, I already have the team set. Let's just go throw the Palooza down. And I believe that brings us down to exactly 40, which is a nice number to stop at. And we'll be good to go. If I could find where on earth it is. Also, why must that be so close to Guildmate gift? Could you imagine accidentally misclicking that and wasting 50 gems? Or technically 25 gems. Anyways, I'll start a Palooza. This will be the last one we do. Oh, I forgot to start timer. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, we definitely want to. Well, technically, isn't that actually better if I start timer later? The problem would be if I did it the other way around. I'm not sure if our Gems of War guild has any room. Though, if anyone's still playing Puzzle Quest 3, we have a few spots open. If anyone's active in playing Puzzle Quest 3, which is the other game that Gems of War is developing, or the devs from Gems of War, we still have like 4 spots open, I think. Because a lot of people stopped playing it, mostly because it's still in beta. It will be launching sometime this year, though. And by this year, I mean 2022. When? Who knows? But sometime this next year it will be launching. But yeah, currently our Gems of War guild is full. It tends to stay full pretty actively. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Why must you keep replacing the one thing that it cannot kill? That is the only situation where we cannot get a kill, and it keeps doing it. It's already the 2nd time to stream. You can sometimes go an entire session without it ever happening. It's already happened twice in an hour. Oh, not what I wanted. Whoops. Hello, Outlander. Welcome. Yeah, we're currently just doing the lower rarity. And just when we find a cursed gnome near the end, we just stall for the last few minutes. And we've been doing it that strategy this time around. And it's been working out okay for us. I'm also only in need of literally 1 shard right now. Or 1 curse rune, I mean. Because as soon as we get 1 more, we have enough to craft the weapon. Because doing this method, we still get the full amount from the very last gnome we find. The very last cursed gnome. The rest will give reduced, but the final one will give us full value. Or the final ones if we find one with multiple. I still have not found a battle with multiple cursed gnomes yet. Even with the increased rate right now. Oh, those useless smithing ingots. For a split second, they look like a, what's it called? A, epic vault key, but they're not. Okay, we officially now have enough curse runes in order to craft the weapon. Meaning we finally, oh gosh, we got another one. But, we officially have enough to craft, the weapon now. Now the next thing we need to do is finish this palooza. Then we can go craft that weapon. And then we have officially crafted every piece of new content that came in version 6.1. The only thing we'd still have to do is max out to the pet. Which we'll get around to at some point. Not sure that's super high priority, though. That is probably the next thing I'm going for. Though it really comes down to which one would be better value. Maxing the pet, or getting, like, 60 forge scrolls. Because 60 forge scrolls would allow us to upgrade something that isn't cosmetic. We could upgrade 1 Doom weapon. The only problem with that is it also consumes 6 Imperials worth of writs. Whereas the other thing doesn't really consume anything other than the curse runes for the most part. Other than, like, I think some celestials and some souls or something. Or maybe it was gems, I can't even remember. All I know is we need 30 more of them. Which is 300 more curse shards. Which is a lot of curse shards. Just to max out a cosmetic pet. Honestly, it might be one of the hardest cosmetic pets to max in the entire game. As far as ones that are actually maxable. Because whenever the other ones rotate, you can normally get it done for about 2,500 gems or so. Whereas if you consider the cost to max out the Soul Forge being 6,000, even if you use gems, it technically costs you 6,000 gems to max them instead of the normal 2,500. Making him the most expensive pet in the entire game from a gem perspective. Because every single cosmetic pet never costs more than around 2,500 gems or so. Unless you get really unlucky, in which case it might cost close to 3,000. It's normally from 2 to 3,000. Like, no pet has ever costed more than that. Making this the most expensive pet in the game by, like, double any other pet. The cost associated with getting Cursed Gnome Max. I mean, not Cursed, whatever it's called. The Anvil. Whatever the Anvil thing's called. The pet. Check the mailbox. Oh gosh, did you do even more? We can't really check during a palooza though. We'll check after we hand out the code. Though the code might get drowned in all the loot. But yeah, I guess this is a Christmas gift to the entire guild. 1 billion gold going down. I wish I had more gold to give. I always like keeping a 10 million reserve though. We 8 down to 10 million. If anyone says any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Make sure to do so. Also, I never did forget to use the new legend this stream. I hope to cover a video on it, I guess it's Sunday at this point. Because I probably won't have time tomorrow for the obvious reason. Though we will still be doing a stream tomorrow night, same time as always. And hopefully it will be a bit of a longer stream. The only way the stream would be slightly delayed is if I'm still doing holiday stuff at the time. Though I'm pretty sure it should all be done by 8. You never know. But it should hopefully be on time. And of course our last stream is Sunday night for the entire year. Then we probably won't be back until the 5th. I know, I think within the last, like, day, we would have done almost 200 legendary tasks. That's a lot of legendary tasks. Too bad we can't do that every week. I know a lot of people don't farm that much. I know I don't. What would you even need to have your requirement be to have that high? You'd have to have a requirement of... trying to think. The first 2 million gets the thing done. So let's say it's 5 million, that's 3 million each, that's 60. So basically every million from there. So let's say you want to hit 200. You divide that by 30. Oh gosh, an epic bulky, nice. You'd have to have every person in your guild do 7 million gold. Right? Did I do that right? I think I did math wrong somewhere. Or sorry, 10 million because the initial... No. 9 million. Because it's 7 million, 7 times 30. Yeah, you would have to have every person in your guild do 9 million gold every week to get 200 tasks every single week. Which I'm pretty sure no guild does. I think the highest requirement might be like 5 million or something, or 3 million. I know our requirement's 2 million. But you'd have to have a requirement of 9 million to hit 200 legendary tasks every week. 200 plus. Don't give Azala any ideas. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the highest requirement of any guild's like 3 to 5 million. I'm not even sure these days. Ours is 2 million, which isn't too high or too low. It is towards the higher side, though. But it's a higher side that's obtainable later in the game. That isn't like you going out of your leg like crazy to grind. Like, just doing the standard dailies is pretty much enough for it, for the most part. Yeah, 1.6 million gets all tasks done. I normally just calculate as 2 million because it's an easier number to consider. So theoretically, it's 8.6 million would get you 200 or so. Or technically 210 in that case. So it's probably actually closer to 8 million per person, realistically, if you broke it down completely. I just always consider it 2 million, though, just to make sure it gets done. And sometimes you have an AFK player in your guild that does 0. So it's nice to have a requirement slightly higher than it, in case that does happen. Because there are some weeks where everyone just does straight minimum. It doesn't do any extra. Though normally people do extra, obviously. Like this week. I forgot, I need to start hunting for a cursed gnome. I should probably start doing that. Keeping an eye out for them. Next cursed gnome we see, we camp. Hopefully we can find a double curse. Okay, it's a little early, but I will start camping this one. Also, let me give out the code right now while we're waiting. So, we definitely got the shards for it. We know for sure. Even if he drops a vault key, we still have enough shards. So let's go hand out the code right now while we're waiting for the timer to reach, I almost said 0 again, to reach 15. So let me go get you guys the code. It's the final code to stream, but no worries. We will have a billion codes tomorrow and on Sunday night. Tomorrow will be our Christmas stream, and then Sunday will be the final stream of the week. Both should be starting at the same time we always do, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. An hour and a half prior to now tomorrow and on Sunday. Let's see. I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. If you celebrate. Where's the thingy? There you guys go. There's the final code to stream. We'll have plenty more this weekend for the holiday, though. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot and is greatly, greatly appreciated. And now we just gotta wait out 2 more minutes. And then we'll go craft the weapon, see what on earth our legendary tasks are that are sitting around, and then probably call it a wrap for the night. And then by tomorrow, it'll be Christmas. So for some time zones, it's technically already Christmas. Still got like 3 hours till it's Christmas in my time zone. Oh, so I ran out of water. This would normally be our water break, but I have ran out of water to consume. I'll fix that after the stream. If we're still going to keep streaming, I'd go get a water right now, but we'll just wait it out. It's probably only going for about another 5 minutes or so. Also, we started a timer in a way where if we do it exactly at 15, we'll probably be good to go, but just in case, I'll do it a little bit extra. Also, hello, Zeddicus! Merry Christmas! Hope you're having a wonderful holiday. Also, anyone just getting here, definitely make sure to use the code. We hand out 3 to stream. We'll have plenty more on Christmas night as well as the day after. And that Sunday will be the final stream we do this year. So basically say New Year's, Happy New Year's that day as well. These will be the last time I'll be around on stream. I'll still hopefully have some stuff pre-recorded in time if I get around to it. However, as far as me actually like being around, Sunday will be the last time before the end of the year. Oh no, the stream just lagged. Come back, stream. Come back. Don't disconnect now. We're not done yet. Disconnect in like 5 minutes from now. Okay, never mind. It was just on my side, I think. Merry Christmas, Outlander. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're almost there. Please give us a random Gems of War fact or something you can do. Some people can't. Oh gosh, there's like so few things in that regard. What's a random Gems of War fact? What's one related to gnomes? There used to be a glitch where you could actually change the gnome to any gnome in the game. And that used to be used to get glory gnomes. Because the glory gnomes were the absolute best gnome to get. And if that glitch was still available right now, everyone would be using it to make every gnome transform into a cursed gnome. So that we could just get a cursed gnome as literally every gnome. Because there used to be a weird exploit where you could just change the gnome to any gnome you wanted. You'd have to keep re-rolling for it. But you could just, you know, infinitely re-roll until you found it. And that'd be really nice for cursed gnomes right about now. Anyways. I stop the timer now. Oh. And there we go. Oh, we only got 10? Sad. But that's more than done. Alright, let's go check our hole. Because we can now officially grab the very last weapon. You could tell it's the last weapon because all these are all grayed out saying I've already crafted this. This item is already crafted, already crafted, already crafted, already crafted, already crafted. The only one that will let me craft is the Cursebreaker Wand because it's the only one I do not have. And even this already crafted. That's not a different thing though. Anyways, we will now craft it, and now we have all 6 Cursebreaker weapons. Own it, own it, own it, own it, own it, and own it. Which now means we now officially have every cursed weapon once again in the game. Or I should say Doom weapon, I mean. That also means we now have every single unique drop that was introduced with the 6.1 patch. We have a copy of the Angry Anvil. We have all 6 of the Cursebreaker weapons as of just now. And obviously we have the Mythic that I never bothered covering a video on, mostly because he is so pointless. But we now officially... and of course, obviously we have Max Soul Forge. So we now officially have every single thing that 6.1 brought in. Now we'll probably go upgrade the anvil unless we wanted to go use these on Forge Scrolls. The only problem is they consume a lot of writs. If it wasn't for the writs, why couldn't that just be 10 mythic ingots? This would be a completely different value situation if this was 10 mythic ingots. The value of this would be insane. Because it would make sense because that's how the other ingots upgrade. This was what I was talking about earlier. Where are they though? Where are they not here anymore? Oh, there they are. But you can do 10 into rare. But if you just add like curse runes and maybe some celestial cost to this. So 10 commons go to rare. 10 rares go to ultra rare. 10 ultra rare go to epic. 10 legendary or 10 epic go to legendary. 10 legendary go to mythic. And then they could have made it so 10 mythic goes to Forge Scroll. While still keeping the curse rune cost and still keeping the celestial cost. And just change that to 10 mythic ingots. It would have made so much sense, which is exactly why they didn't do it. Because look at how many mythics we could have. Maybe that's also why they didn't want to do it, who knows. But, I don't know, I wish they would have done it. It would make too much sense, but that's exactly why they didn't do it. Which is unfortunate. But yeah, now I'm pretty sure I just put most of my curse into Anvil then. Unless we're going to start using it on scrolls, but honestly, I kind of just want to go for a max Anvil. For now, we'll keep them around though. Who knows? Maybe we'll randomly add something else in 6.2 that uses them. You never know. Oh yeah, let me go check the legendary tasks. Supposedly we got 1 billion. Also, redeem code in chat gives the same word as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. We will have a special one that will give gems on Sunday night before we go though. Okay, so it looks like Isabel did most of these tasks. This was a group of someone else, but I'm pretty sure that was Isabel again. So let's just claim all and see what they are all at once. What even is that troop? Is that a mythic? No, that's a legendary. That's one of those newer legendaries. I think that was the one in the event key drop table not too long ago. I think it might be the most recent event key drop table legends. Oh, there's the other triple damage thing. That's kind of like the thing we got today. Definitely make sure to get that too if you haven't already. Okay, it's mostly a bunch of keys then, which is still good. Still great to see. Help us with future mythics. Gosh, we're starting to get so many gem keys. Numbers starting to get really high. Check the roster. Sure. How much gold does it say next to your name? 82 million. Oh gosh, I might need to screenshot that. That's actually amazing. That's a lot of gold. 82. Hey, you've donated more gold total than me now with that 82 million. 82 million gold. And there's still 2 more days left. You might actually break 100 million by the end of this weekend. Bayo, you passed me in total gold donated. I was like, look at your level too. You're almost about to like 100 lapis. There's just a couple people who've passed me now. We're actually the 4th highest level in the guild now. We used to be the highest. That has since changed. Though our goal is still to hit 1,700 before the end of the year, which we should be able to between tomorrow night and the other day. Actually, we're pretty much already at that night. Oh no, never mind. We already got that level. But yeah, we need to get like 2 levels tomorrow night or 1.5 and then finish it off on Sunday or something. Because we 100% need to get 1,700 before we go. Just to make sure it's done. I guess we could show it on stream. Finally reaching that milestone. Oh, wait, I didn't check the rest of it. Does Addict do 52 million? That's pretty insane as well. That's not how I checked that. Whoops. I didn't bother scrolling down. Let's see. We got 82 million. Actually, why don't I just do it by highest? How do you do it again? But yeah, 82 million, a 52 million, a 12 million, a 9 million. All right, let me give some gifts to some of the bigger donators. Let's see. We'll give 2 to Isabel for being the highest. We'll give 1 to Addict. Actually, maybe 2 to Addict. If you're passing the 50 million mark, I gotta give you 2. And we'll give 1 to you. Actually, I'll just give a thing to literally everyone who's donated more than me so far. And 1 to you. There we go. There's our guildmate gifts. Also, wow. Look at this wall of people just using Elementalists. That's funny. And there we go. Bunch of gifts for people. Anyways, guys, we're going to be calling it here. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas tomorrow if you celebrate. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always. Actually, normal time stream. 1.5 hours prior to now tomorrow. If you happen to be around, if you're already done with all the Christmas things, we'll be around grinding like crazy, as well as giving out a bunch of redeem codes, even more so than we did today. And then after that, our very last final stream, if you can't catch us tomorrow, will be on Sunday. And we'll be doing at normal time as well, standard 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be doing a big stream grinding for, I have no clue how long, but definitely at least until we get level 1,700 if we haven't already. And we'll hand out a lot of codes there, as well as a bigger code that has a bit of gems, and kind of say goodbye and Happy New Year's, because that'll be the last stream of the year until like the 5th or so of next year. I might have some pre-recorded stuff to go up, but aside from that, no streams until the 5th after we do the one on Sunday. And finish that out the next 2 days. But anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed the holiday. Thanks for always stopping by, and I will catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone, and enjoy the holidays.